after having inspired the armies under his command abroad to fight victoriously in Libya, Tunisia, Sicily, General Montgomery makes a visit to various war factories to stimulate those at home. His reception is, well, you've seen it. The workers' admiration of Almonte is increased when he takes his stand before them in their own canteen and delights them with an informal but pointed chat.
Why is it that today the tide has turned and we are beating the Germans and coming towards the final climax of the war? I'll tell you why it is. It's because we've got far the best equipment and we've got far the best men. And women too. Far the best. I can tell you that our British equipment is far superior to the equipment of the enemy, because I've seen both. I know ours and I've seen the enemy's, and it's very, very good. Now, the great thing when you go fighting, of course my business, as you know, is fighting. Fighting the Germans. Or anybody else, too, who wants to have a fight. The only uncertain thing now is when the war is going to end. When? Well, you can choose your own date and put the money on. I got some money on. I won't tell you my date. But there's no shadow of doubt, that this war is going to end in the only proper way, and in none other. There's not the slightest shadow of doubt. Now, when you come back from the battlefront, as I have, and you come to the home front, one is filled with admiration for what's going on at home, this country. And when you compare the two fronts, the battlefront and the home front, I would say that it's the home front that's far the most important of the two. Far the most important. And I used to feel that, you know, when I was fighting away in the desert or in Italy. The soldiers used to be anxious sometimes about their people at home. And as long as the soldier knew that all was well on the home front, they didn't care for anything. But they had to know that. And so you see why this home front is so terribly important. If the battlefront and the home front really get down to it this year, we can get the thing almost finished. We can get it so tight that next year we just topple it over.